Hi guys, thank you so much for clicking on this video and tuning back into my channel. I wanted to talk about the fact that I have been doing this for 1 month now and the things that I've learned along the way. And I'm sure I have plenty more to learn, but I just wanted to kind of take stock of the things that I've learned, if not for people out there who want to try their own YouTube, also just for myself, so I can look back on this and think, oh, okay, yeah, that's where I started. So basically, I've learned so much, and it's actually a lot more difficult than I thought it would be. You know, my initial doing the video was very exciting and it seemed like a lot of fun. But you know, like soon the reality hit that it actually is a lot of work and preparation. I learned 4 things and I wrote them down here so not to forget. And the lesson that I learned was that there's like a whole world, an ecosystem out there of YouTubers and YouTube culture and YouTube, just a whole world that if you're not watching YouTube on a regular basis or you're not participating, including being a content creator or just even commenting or even subscribing, as simple as subscribing, you kind of don't really understand. So there's so much more to it, and it's exciting. It's really exciting because I feel like I'm still trying to find myself in the realm of the YouTube world. So there's a whole world that I've kind of probably at the very tip of just discovering and learning about. So that's exciting. The second thing is that I realized that what works for other people isn't not necessarily going to work for me. Like, basically when I watch other people's YouTube videos, I get excited and I'm inspired by certain things, and I get bored by certain things too. So there isn't a strict formula on what is going to work. That's what it seems like anyway, because it's such a vast range of styles and niches and things like that will cater for different audiences, and the audiences are out there, and hopefully I will have an audience one day that appreciates my authentic perspective. So the second thing I learned was that I probably need to be a little bit more polished, but then do I? Like, I'm talking about editing, and my husband, who's also in a creative person, and my daughter, who has a YouTube channel, they keep encouraging me to learn how to edit. But I've seen edited YouTube videos, and you know, some of them are good, but some of them are like, I wish they didn't edit. Like, I want them to be authentic. I want them to be themselves. And it's a different experience when something is edited and when something isn't. And I understand that people probably find it kind of boring to not see any edits and to kind of see the rawness of somebody. But I also find it interesting when it's unedited. And this is me personally when I'm watching videos. And I find that even if it's edited, if I'm not vibing with that particular person's outlook or style or even voice, as simple as voice, I'm not going to watch. So I think there's not a real formula even that is successful. Like I think the main thing that I've learned is that I just have to keep on doing it and stay true to myself. And the last thing that I've learned that stands out the most is this is a long journey where YouTube is not just long form, but long game. So I feel like with Instagram and like shorter forms like that, TikTok, like it's the content is so condensed and so small that it's easy to kind of get the satisfaction when you post and you get the reaction from whoever is interested in your content. Whereas just as YouTube is a long form, I also feel that developing your identity and your style of YouTubing, and also developing the people that are interested in your content, it's going to take some time. So it's interesting and exciting. Here I am talking about everything and forgetting that I'm also going to demonstrate my favorite products of the month. So last night I kind of got some hives and some redness because I was trying on so many foundations for research. And she just like, it's funny because like I literally like, I didn't try on, I guess I tried on maybe like 5 or yeah, maybe about 5. And I went back to the ones that I've liked forever. So in terms of like my monthly favorites, I really wanted to share that with you because I've had a chance to not only demonstrate them here on YouTube, but also on Instagram, but also just using them every day and how they kind of work for me. And like I've gone back to my old classic, which is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk. So we'll start with that. And just, you know, for information, I like to put it on my hand because the body temperature kind of warms up the product and makes it a little bit easier to work with, prepares it for your application. So I just put the Nuxe lip balm on. And I noticed that just out of pure excitement, I'm putting way too much product on. So I think that I need to like calm down. So I'm just trying to thin it out a little bit. Let's go back to my BK brush. This is actually one of my favorites this month. It's this small line called BK Beauty. And what they do is some high-end, beautiful brushes. It feels great on the skin and it really blends out your product quickly. So let's go in and just like fill in some gaps. If you hear some moaning here, it's just my dog. Let me show everybody. You want to say hi, Mama? Come here, baby. Oh. Here he is. He's a lazy bum. Here we go. Hi. I'm interrupting his nap time. Okay, you nap right next to Mom. He's napping right next to me. I'm so lucky to have a dog like this. He's just lazy. Okay. It's this Giorgio Armani. I looked it up out of curiosity, and it's been around since I think it was 2010 that I saw, which is really, I've been using it for that long. I feel like I have, because I was into it when it first came out. So that's crazy. And it's crazy how it kind of battles a lot of the foundations that are really popular nowadays. Right, okay, so my first monthly favorite, and I just did a video on this, you guys probably watched, is the OG bronzing stick. I mean, this, I just love the color of it, and I love the texture of it, and also the staying power. It's actually, it's got some grit to it. So even though I've been trying a ton of bronzing and contour products over the last month, and what I noticed is it's really nice to have like a creamy formula, but obviously they're just not going to last. They're not going to last like something that has a little bit more dryness to it. And that's what I love about this OG contour stick, is that and then my other favorite here is the dual-ended Patrick Ta brush. This is amazing, this brush. So we'll go in here. Do you see that? I barely did anything, and it just kind of works on its own, because also it's very comfortable as well as I feel like it has a bit of power to it too. So in these two instances, you really get what you pay for. And also it goes down the nose really nice there. Cut across that way. I did enjoy the Patrick Ta contour, cream contour and powder, but I feel like I want to get a deeper color closer to this one because it's not as impactful. Okay, see how it took me 2 seconds. Okay, so now we're going in with this is not a monthly favorite, this is my all-time favorite, which is the Il Makiage F Me I'm Flawless concealer. It's more like, I was watching this beauty guru I follow, and she said it's more like, it's less about concealing and more like putting a spotlight. And I thought that was kind of cool how she used that, because that's exactly the word that you want, is a spotlight. So the Amazon brushes, they worked out pretty well, you guys. Like, I'm still using them. This one is an Amazon brush. It's surprising because, like I said, back in those days, when I did it, 10 brushes for $16. I mean, if you're not like super obsessed with makeup like I am, and you just need some brushes, $16 for 10 of them. You can't go wrong. And they're vegan, so that's all the rage now, you guys. Keep up. Vegan wasn't always like that, like I said. Okay, so let's start with, now this is not like a new favorite, this is like an old favorite that I repurchased this month, which is the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. And I forgot how much I really relied on this product once upon a time. But you just need the tiniest amount, and it kind of like, not only like it gives you like a smooth base for your eyeshadow, but it also cancels out some redness like a concealer. And they come in tons of new colors. It wasn't like that one. I used to work for them, so that's really cool. So we're going in, we're always, I want to like make a point that we always want to do cream first, if we can. I know that there's a trend of doing powder and then cream on top, which I'll get to eventually. But right now we're just going in with the basics. My next monthly favorite is the two products that kind of complement each other, which is from Rare Beauty, Selena Gomez's Rare Beauty line. And this is the liquid blush and the liquid luminizer. This is in Hope. And because it's cream, we're doing cream first, right guys? One dot. That's all you need. And I feel like I may have even gone a little crazy putting the whole doe foot on. But this, and I noticed that this is amazing all over. Okay, so it's all about the dense brushes now, you guys. This is super natural looking. Okay. Yes. It's a no-brainer. So we're doing blush up here now, you guys, because I learned that putting product here, up here, it lifts your face. And I don't know if it's like a generation of us all growing up together, but we all need a bit of a lift. Okay, what's my next cream product? Next cream product. Okay, we're out of cream products. So let's go in with this eyeshadow, which I'm really excited about. Okay. It is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina, from the Norvina collection. That's Nam. He just got home from a meeting, I think. Hi.
Am I in the shot?
No, but they can hear you. These palettes are insane. Like the pigment on them, you barely need anything. This is what it looks like. This one here. And I was trying, yeah, go ahead. And right there. Okay.
Are you gonna edit this?
No. Okay. So I went in with this kind of a burgundy color, which, even though this palette looks crazy, if you use this correctly, it can bring, I guarantee you, any eye color out. Anyone. Especially brown though, but any eye color, okay? Guaranteed, 100%. You just have to know what you're doing. Message me, Google it, but I guarantee it. I barely touched that. Isn't that? It's a no-brainer, I'm telling you. You see that? More of that. And it just, it's so smooth in the application. So smooth. I'm so excited about this color that I'm gonna go in underneath. They often say don't do red underneath, but I think if you execute properly, you're fine. Okay, just to keep it simple, just want to blend that edge a little bit. And then just going to use the shimmery one on the middle with my finger. Go into the corner. They're so nice to touch too. They're like really silky. Not all eyeshadows. These are definitely my favorite of the month. And I don't think I've put this in any of my videos. Okay. So, we're going in with the Rare Beauty. Ooh, it's a crayon. Okay, this is the Rare Beauty liner in, where is it? Where's the name? Talented. You can use this on its own. That's what I like about it. I do have the lipstick, but I'm really excited about it on its own. It's just kind of like very, very neutral color, and see that? Okay, we're going in with my next and last favorite of the month, which is the L'Oreal Telescopic Lift Mascara. There we go. I'm super impressed by this. The brush is like, it's a weird kind of, like, it doesn't know whether to be straight or, but the actual, like, kind of, I guess, the bristles on it is what does the magic for me. It kind of separates my eyelashes, like, immediately. And it, like, gets to work immediately. And what's cool about the telescopic lift, I find that it also keeps on lifting. Like, you got to give it a couple of minutes because you're thinking, oh, okay, that's done. Give it a few more minutes and it's going to lift even further. So it's a great drugstore find. That was one swipe. Let's go in with a second layer. Caught on my eyelid there. That's okay. Okay. We can go in for a third. I've discovered I can do 3 coats of this, and that's kind of like my limit for like a day look. I would go another coat if it was at night. I could go a little bit more drama, but I think especially if you're in a rush, it's easy. They can clump really easily. Make sure you use that brush to kind of separate it. Okay, and then make sure you do the bottoms as well. I mean, you don't have to. It's just a little cherry on top. But you honestly, like, the bottoms are not as essential as the top lashes. It does give it a different vibe though, right? Okay, that's it. So those were my favorite products of the month. And I hope you got some tips from me for doing this YouTube. I hope you can support me and follow me along my journey, my YouTube journey. Thank you so much for staying till the very end here, if you've made it this far. And thank you. Bye.